Nice ball movement by the Clippers. To the paint. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Now James on the wing. Green over George. And that one's good. Green. Beverly with the ball. Carroll with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Here's Morris. Rondo with the steal. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Drills the three-pointer.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Now here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Harrell. Here's Morris. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
And here's Beverly following the three-pointer by Anthony Davis. Beverly, the pass to Morris. Beverly against Rondo. Pass to Leonard. Over LeBron. And it's Leonard missing. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Paul George. Great showing for him last season. He was around 28 points a game. 8 rebounds and just over 2 steals. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Here's Rondo. He gets it in there. Rondo's got 5 points so far.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Here's Beverly after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. And Leonard gets it to go.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Green inside the three-point line, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Green's got his second basket of the game. Clippers trail by 8. Morris outside. Now here's George. It's tipped. Howard with the steal. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 5. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for San Diego.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Yeah, that's my girl in the passenger seat. Windows down, dancing around, causing a scene.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Williams, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. JaVale McGee's checked in for San Diego.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Leonard. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. .133 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Harrell, knocked loose, stolen by McGee.
I mean, with the amount of turnovers they've committed, it's no wonder they're in the position they're in right now.
Shots good by Green.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Rondo. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. Williams with the steal. And again, the Clippers turn it over. This, of course, their first opportunity to play the Lakers.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know, there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Third is JaVale McGee, and of course Montrezl Harrell.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
And here's George. Rajon Rondo getting it to go from deep. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, you know, last season, perhaps the most disappointing of LeBron James's career. I mean, he hadn't missed the playoffs since 2005. And amazingly, this is the one that gets me, had not missed the finals since 2010. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Passes to George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Zubac. Out to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Shoots over McGee. Morris with the bucket.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Lakers leading by 19 points. Outside, Green from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Right side, Leonard. And so it's San Diego taking a 19-point lead into the break.
Yeah, that's my girl in the passenger seat. Windows down, dancing around, causing a scene.
We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He described what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back that was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor at first, they had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Taking a look at San Diego. LeBron James is out there with Anthony Davis. It's Rajon Rondo. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Waiters, and at the two-guard spot, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Rondo looking over the floor. Kuzma, right side, over George. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. Clark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin. I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
George with the bounce pass. Outside Williams. Outside George. Shot clock at 5. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Lakers on D. Only given up 2 points this quarter. The pass to Williams. Here's Leonard. He's guarded by Waiters. Clock at 4. Leonard kicks to George. From deep three-point range, Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. It's good. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
The shot's good from McGee.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you, always has his head on a swivel.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Williams finds Leonard. Williams trying to break free. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too. He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers. Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Rondo with the steal. Waiters outside, launches it, and another three for the Lakers.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Got that one up quick. Davis has got 12 now in this quarter.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Leonard, it falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Williams, following the basket by Anthony Davis. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Well, it's simply been an awful quarter. I mean, terrible ball security. They've actually handled that thing like it's got leprosy. Take care of it.
Ouch. Leprosy.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverly comes in for Jackson. And here's LeBron outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, that's my girl in the passenger seat. Windows down, dancing around, causing a scene.
Green against Williams. Out to the right wing. And Beverly kicks to Williams. To the middle. Here's Patterson. Lays it up and banks it in. Patterson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Always a threat to score. Williams draws defensive attention. I mean, that allows him to set up his teammates.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
And here's Leonard. He got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, that's my girl in the passenger seat. Windows down, dancing around, causing a scene.
They need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 19 points and 2 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
I'll tell you, Anthony Davis every year has improved his skill level. Much more comfortable from three-point range now, much better ball handler, and better at finding the open man. The complete package.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Hard. Oh, brother.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And here's James. He'll bring it up for San Diego. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Morris is out there with Harrell. Then it's Paul George. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. And Los Angeles guys shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
So hard to corral Howard. I mean, even when you try to rough him up and get physical with him, he still just is able to play through it.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Now here's James. On the wing, Green. Beyond the arc. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 6 assists in the game. George looking around. Clippers moving the ball around. Knocks it loose. And James picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Shots good by Green.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Got a piece of it. LeBron with it. George picks him up. Green passes to Howard. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Harrell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Proving right there, he's a team player who wants to get his guys involved. I like seeing George make those passes.
Howard, the pass to Davis. Good. Davis has got 21.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now. On heels.
Now here's Leonard. 12 points for him.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Here's Howard. Again, San Diego.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
It's off his leg, and it's being called a kickball. Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers also changing it up. Morris comes in for Anthony Davis, and it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. Harrell against Howard. Harrell, that's good. Who do you think is the best center right now, spacing the floor and also embracing the traditional responsibilities of a center?
Well, I tell you, it wasn't until the playoffs of this past season that I got to see Jokic. My goodness, he is a joy to watch. His footwork, his shot making, his skill, and I think his passing is probably the best attribute of his game. But I would put him in that category because he can make the deep three. Embiid is streaky from there. In terms of the balanced approach, I think probably you could throw Karl Anthony Towns in that mix.
Good names. Raiders against Jackson. It's George on the wing. Outside Jackson. Dishes to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. The 9-foot shot. And good. That thing was that time as it falls. Leonard's got 14.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Jackson following the basket by LeBron James. Down low, pulls up, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And here's Jackson after Dion Waiters getting his 3 to go. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And they've been just a little too casual with the basketball. It continues to haunt them.
And it has hurt them, no doubt about it. 7 points yielded off turnovers this quarter alone.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
There's Green with the three. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Howard with it, now guarded by Harrell. That's good from Howard, and the assist from Green. Green's got 6 assists now in the game.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
The Clippers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Count the basket. And that's 12 points for Dwight Howard.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Now here's Jackson, out left of the wing. Shot to stop the run, and no problem from Harrell as he finishes at the rim.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Williams. Poked away. On the wing, Jackson. He is guarded by Waiter. Jackson misses. Now Howard. Over Harrell. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's San Diego, able to put on a show for the ages. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at San Diego. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Morris. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Cook in at the point. Zubac, that's good.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside. That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Right side, Williams. Inside. And he makes that one. Zubac has got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's LeBron, and the shot goes in.
You know, for LeBron, I think that mid-range shot is an important one for him to have in his bag. It keeps the defense honest.
And James with a clear path to the hoop. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Here's Williams, following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Shamet, makes it off the glass.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
And another 3 for the Lakers.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Converting them into points is what they've done, and that's been a big factor in this game, guys.
Now here's Williams. And Patterson kicks to Shamet. Williams passes to Shamet. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 4 on the clock. Man, up and in on the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Lets it go from 14. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by LeBron.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up, scanning the floor, and finding the open man.
It's Kuzma penetrating. Again, the Lakers.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And again, the Clippers turn it over. Los Angeles making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for San Diego. Alex Caruso comes in for Dion Waiters. Here's Cook on the money from 12 feet away. Cook's got 5 points in the quarter.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Here's Kuzma, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Cook. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Kevin Gelly, covered by Morris. A nice shot by Kevin Gelly.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
1:53 left in the fourth. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Mark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question, because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by the Lakers.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Diego.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Man, always nice to get win number 1 against the opponent. You'll be seeing a total of this matchup 4 times over the course of the year. So they set the tone tonight, though, for their season series against the Clippers.
So it's the Lakers now. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. That one goes in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And here's the break. From deep. Kuzma passes to Morris. Tries again. They get a hand on it. So San Diego wins it. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which...
Yeah, that's my girl in the passenger seat. Windows down, dancing around, causing a scene.
The road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony, this was a win where you guys looked like you were confident and understood that you really can win every time out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Coming into every game, we think we can win each game, and we definitely believe that. We got to go out there and fight every game, hustle, our energy, our defense, and we're going to fight for the rest of the season.
Looking good out there right now, Anthony. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.